Let me break down this inconvenience of why no one cares for the other without breaking our coexistence. Check out the community. Don't you love the police brutality? Don't you love the human unity? We're all just their affordability. But before we are a society, we are a species. I hope one day I meet the day where I wouldn't have to preach this. This is a forgotten mystery, to find a level of peace without cheating. I'm done with this corrupted government, and this is not an accident. That the Senate is making millions while families are poor by the millions. But let me mention, the oppression has taken hidden folds and lives were lost. Are we really that frost inside our thoughts? When no matter your color or race, we should reveal the hidden place of their greed beneath the tweets, movies, and whatever television series, so at least we can try to cut this horror scene, because it's all a distracting act, and their play is almost complete. We need to foresee their next hands and call it a bluff. And yes, we need some love, so let's take a bond to love blind, because at least the judgment of what we see won't deceive when we gain back our trust, and our lives, or should I say life, because after all, we only have one life. So let's share that and watch its worth multiply.
Silence to your truth.
We sing in the fields, but it sounds like crying. These white men bind us here, ripped us from our homes, and stripped us of our identities. My name was that of a queen, but they have taken even that from me. Now they call me Sarah. They have taken us from our families, our native countries, claiming that they own us, chaining us to their land with these documents in a language that we have never understood. These white men with white houses, clean hands, clean skin, their soil is tainted with our blood. White man, white house, white shoes, hands stained red. Red with the blood of my people murdered, red like angry, red like fire. Red like everything they love is disaster. Red like I had a family. Red like I don't hate them. Red like they were not taught any better, but that does not make it okay. Red like my skin after the lashings. Red like I love me, no matter what you tried to teach me.
How dare you speak the truth?
We write for ourselves, for the wrong in the world, for what we've mistakenly too quickly tossed away and hurled, for maybe our future baby boy and our girl, for those sleepless nights we lay and curl. We write for the want to share stories, for the romance to say we're sorry, for the desire to inspire generations. We write for the need to seesaw this hateration, for the dream to unite nations. We write for the nightmares that haunt and hurt us in our youth, for the present media that tortures us and tries to deprive us from truth, for everything, the good, the bad, and what we just cannot explain, for everything that evokes emotion like sorrowful pain. For all these reasons we write, I write, and sometimes I don't know why. I write, and yet still it's a habit I need to grow into. I write, and a lot of the time I don't even like to. I write because it's something my parents tend to do. I write because I think some of you would like to listen. Do y'all like to listen? Do y'all like to listen? Because sometimes I write and I don't know why. I write to avoid interacting with so-called friends who only criticize. I write and it ain't healthy, but I can't remember the last time I cried. I write because I never got to know my cousins, aunt, uncle, grandma, and grandpa before they died. I write and perform, and maybe I'll be able to stop putting up walls and open spaces. I write because if you didn't know, a young rabbit in the snow doesn't know it leaves traces. I write because one day we'll understand we're all part of humanity, not separate races. I write regardless if my friends think it's sensitive or a girl like I write, and sometimes I don't know why. Perhaps I write because I've never been fond of growing older, and sometimes it feels like the world is on my shoulders, so many rocks and boulders in my path, and all I can do is laugh and try to ease the memories of the past that never seems to subside. But I can't lie, I write, and sometimes I don't know why, but bottled up emotions drive people to suicide. Know that somewhere over the rainbow bluebirds do fly, so the least you can learn to do is learn to socialize with your pen and paper and jot down before the moment dies, or worse, you die. Write write because others wrote and are proof that it ain't nonsense. The world needs more poets, the world needs more poets, and that should be common sense. I don't know why I write sometimes, but I'll give you my 2 cents. Writing ain't a nuisance, it's a privilege in which we should take advantage. Don't just sit and languish. I write, but so do we. We write for peace and relaxation and strengthening of skills. We write for training our minds to be as open as valleys between hills. We write doing it over and over again like middle school fire drills. We write for the hurt, for the broken. We write to produce productive minds and voice those who've left their deepest thoughts unspoken. We write, and for individuals like myself, we write, and sometimes we don't know why.
Bravo.
Speak
Your.
truth.